What's going on, y'all? Ghetto Gamer here, man. It's good to see y'all again, man. It's been crazy lately. I don't even know where to begin, so I ain't even gonna start, to be honest. Just know, just know, I love y'all, and I'm trying. I'm really trying, but you know how life goes, man. I guess I really wanna touch base on a couple of things real fast. TCGPlayer, man. I've noticed a lot of people um having issues just getting the cards that they bought. The conditions that they're stated at are false. The type of foil on the cards that they say they're sending are false. The timely manner of when they're supposed to get their cards back, the timely manner of when the refund is supposed to kick in, it's a mess. It's a mess. So I think moving forward, a lot of people should probably consider a different outsourcing of cards. They shouldn't only just solely use TCGPlayer at this moment, because right now we're in a weird space where it's almost like they've monopolized the entire card market and pretty much thinking that they're the top dogs of when it comes to selling cards. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I've had issues with eBay. Other places either, are kind of sketchy to buy stuff from. Having issues just getting the cards that they bought. The conditions that they're stated at are false. The type of foil on the cards that they say they're sending are false. The timely manner of when they're supposed to get their cards back. The timely manner of when the refund is supposed to kick in. It's a mess. It's a mess. So I think moving forward, a lot of people should probably consider a different outsourcing of cards. They shouldn't only just solely use TCGPlayer at this moment, because right now we're in a weird space where it's almost like they've monopolized the entire card market and pretty much thinking that they're the top dogs of when it comes to selling cards. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I've had issues with eBay. Other places either, are kind of sketchy to buy stuff from, maybe shipping or whatever, or just the amount of product that's available to the consumer out there. So yeah, I would say TCG is indeed the best place to get your cards from, but damn, do they know that. They definitely know that. I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to eBay? Go ahead. What are you gonna do? Go to OfferUp? Go to Craigslist? Like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna find the same amount of product as you would on this website. And it's kind of a shame that, because they know that, they're kind of being bullies in the sense of, well, if it doesn't hurt our bottom line, then we're not going to change anything. You guys are just going to have to deal with it. And whatever issues you have with sellers, we kind of wipe our hands clean and y'all deal with it. I just recently got a Full card in the mail. I'm going to take this piece of junk up out of here. But I just went and got one of these. Nothing crazy, nothing too expensive. Full. It's beautiful, right? Check me out though. You see that damage right there? I don't care about the focus. You guys can see. You don't even have to focus to see it. You see the damage on the back right there? Come on, man. This card was listed as a Full, and I don't care if you see this or not. I'm still gonna send this back to you, homie. There is no way USPS is ultimately responsible for the handling of the product. They don't know what's in the envelope. So I contacted the seller, told him, hey, bro, you sent me a jacked up card. Not cool, man. You got it under there as near mint. I paid for this little cheap ass $2, $3 card with shipping. And you went and sent me this nonsense, bro. Come on, man. You know what this is. And his whole response was, oh, it's not our responsibility of what USPS does as far as handling the packages. I've sent many a cards. I've received many a cards. This right here is not USPS's fault. Okay. I don't care if this was a 5 cent card. It's a cold foil, nonetheless. Come on, bro. Maybe if it was a non-foil, something I'm just trying to play, sure. But I'm trying to collect these slowly and surely. Just keep on adding them up. And I don't care about the EV of it. That don't matter to me right now. I'm just trying to get a play set, get them all, feel good about it, look at them, sweet. So for you to blame the USPS company and be like, oh, it's their fault, you're wrong. It's your fault. Why? Because look how you sent it, man. Look at this. What is this? There's no tape. There's nothing to secure it. If you look at my channel, I specifically have a video that shows you how to ship TCGs, and I've never had any issues sending it that way. And I've signed even expensive cards that way with, yes, a little bit more more packaging to it. You know what I mean? And I've never had any issues. The damage that is on this, there's no way USPS did this unless they took it out of the package and went to kicking it around like a soccer game and then went and put it in my mailbox. So yeah, I'm gonna be sending this back. They definitely gonna refund my money. And the other issue with that is that if I put a negative feedback on TCGPlayer, they actually remove that. Most times they'll even send you a message back saying, "Oh, we're sorry that you had a negative experience. If the experience or the problem gets resolved, either consider removing the negative feedback or we'll do it." Type of wording, and I think that's cap. That's completely nonsense, bro. You should take the negative feedback and you should keep it there. TCGPlayer should be able to hold these sellers accountable, especially if they are selling on their platform. You cannot and should not remove negative comments or feedback just to make your platform look invincible. Make your platform look like, oh, we don't have no issues here. Everybody got 100% feedback. Everything's so trustworthy. Not. Super lie. Another thing is the time frame of when a card is refunded. For me, I've experienced where I've sent the card and the buyer, whether true or not, claims they never got the card back. So before I initiated the refund, I went ahead and contacted TCGPlayer and said, hey, what kind of precautions are there where if someone claims that they haven't got a card, but they did get the card, how do I prove that? How do you guys prevent from that type of fraud happening? And essentially their answer was, well, that's why we would suggest people to put tracking on their packages that they sent, and with the insurance and blah blah blah, we'd be able to refund your money and this, that, and the third. And then they would open an investigation, but that would only lead to if there were numerous times where that person has been buying cards and having the same issues, then they would probably take it to the next step. So pretty much they're just saying there's no way to prove it. Go ahead and take your loss and keep on buying and selling through us. Thank you. Terrific middleman. Terrific middleman. I love it. That's nonsense. TCG should in fact pay the customers or the sellers and take the hit on anybody who claims they didn't receive their cards, and then do their investigation, find out whether or not they did get it or not. And if not, then they should penalize the customer, whether, hey, the seller is going to keep the money because, in fact, you did not, you did receive the card. Um, or they say, hey, no, they did not receive the card. It got lost in translation. And then, hit the seller back and be like, hey, card got lost, wasn't fraud. Sorry about that, but you're going to have to take the L. And I'd be fine with that. But for TCGPlayer to kind of just sit back and let everybody just fight amongst each other while they just keep on getting the cash, I don't appreciate that. Especially when you know that you have a huge following and you know that you're the number one seller of cards, and it's not hurting your bottom line, and also the fact that you're going to hide negative feedback, you're going to get rid of it to try to make your platform look super sweet. Like, nah, bro, come on, man. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. So I think, there's a few other people that are having the same issues. They'd rather buy privately through their Discord. They'd rather, find other means of how to get these cards. It's definitely a viable option. And it sucks because I think a lot of us has got complacent with, oh, I need cards. TCGPlayer. You know what I'm saying? I think something should change for that. I hope that the community starts to wake up a little bit more and more as people start to have more and more issues. Um, Unfortunately, like always, things never change in companies until their bottom line starts to take effect, until they start seeing their user ratings going down. And once the year-to-date numbers start to hit the red, they're like, yeah, now we should start caring, right? And then they'll sit there and write a whole letter to everybody saying, oh, we're going to change these things and blah, 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 blah. By then, hopefully it'll be too late. They turn into Craigslist and we find another source of buying cards, secondhand, I guess you could say. Holding sellers accountable and even holding buyers accountable should be something TCGPlayer should be looking at. There should be reviews for both sides. If you see this person trying to buy your card, stay away from them. If you see this person trying to sell your cards or sell cards, stay away from them. If they have a certain amount of negative comments or negative feedback, or if their rating starts to drop, so to say, you should be penalized. If you are a star seller at one point and you have too much negative feedback, you should lose your star. If it goes even further than that, and I wouldn't even do on a month-to-month basis, I would do for the whole year. All right, get people to get real serious about what they doing over here, because yeah, it's a card game, but life is not a game, and people don't like their money or their time to be played with. So TCGPlayer should be able to have should implement some type of disciplinary kind of aspect to where, hey, in a year's time, if you get so many negative feedbacks or reviews, you're banned. You're banned. That's it. You can't sell on TCG no more because you're not good for the community. And that might not do much because, hey, I could just start a new account, right? I could get a VPN, do some different name, and continue to sell cards and scam. But I would think that people who actually own card shops, like an actual building, or people that have, years and years of, sales and feedback and all that, and actually take pride in what they're actually doing, I don't think they want to taint that by playing around and having to start all over again. And I think that would definitely help with the integrity of people trying to sell cards, because personally I love TCGPlayer. It makes it so much easier to just go on one thing and not have to cross-reference and go to different sellers and websites and try to figure out, oh, where can I get the best price? Like, it's cool. I like TCG Player. So I guess that's where my frustration comes in the hand that, hey, actually like something, and now I'm kind of start seeing you just duping people and kind of just sitting back, letting everybody fight amongst themselves while you just keep on taking the bankroll. And that's not cool, man. I don't appreciate that. So I would only hope that the community kind of wakes up to what's going on with a TCG Player, and that, you know, the company or website itself kind of wakes up to what's going on in the world, you know, and they're on their platform, and gets a little bit more involved, because, you know, this is my first card that I've ever gotten like this, okay? But I've had other bad experiences from buyers claiming that they haven't got stuff and whatnot. But I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that's had issues, and I'm glad that, you know, my issues aren't bad as others, because this ain't an expensive card, and I'll keep throwing this card around. I don't care. I don't care. Send it back. Send me my $2. I don't care, bro. Negative feedback coming your way anyway, so it don't matter to me. I'll take the little $2 L. But for the people that spent over $100 on cards, and they're still waiting a month out to get a return slip, you could just email the person. Just email the return slip, let them print it out, let them ship it back to you. Woo woo. No big deal. For people that spent over $100 on cards, claiming that, oh, we're gonna send you a cold foil. It takes 2-3 weeks to get the card, and then before you know it, once the card comes in, you excited, it's a rainbow foil. Okay, so if I put this negative feedback on TCG Player, and TCG's like, oh, we apologize, we're sorry, oh yeah, whatever. Like, no. Go after the seller who's been doing this. Who's been doing this either numerous times, or find a way to prevent them from continuing to do so, because it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Just because you have a online store does not make you a business person. And I think a lot of people think like, oh, look, I'm selling stuff on the internet. What are you getting, a suit and tie and a briefcase now? You're not a business person. For this person to tell me, oh, the blame's on USPS. No, real business person would tell you, I apologize for the inconvenience. We're going to definitely make this right for you. I'm going to establish my refund to you immediately. If you can, just send the card back to me, and I'll start the refund process. Again, sorry. You got to take accountability for your mistakes. Don't go ahead and point the finger at somebody else for something that's on you. So get some proper business etiquette, take a few classes, watch some YouTube videos, and stop thinking because you selling some cards on the internet automatically makes you a business person, because that's not the case. We are a bunch of nomads out here just doing basic nonsense, trying to act cooler than what we really are, and just trying to flip cards real quick. So this right here, unacceptable. Cut it out. Like always, man, like and subscribe. Keeping the content coming, man. I'm still working on some amazing stuff that I'm excited for to come. So be on the lookout for that. You guys know I do music and all of this. So yeah, I got something pretty cool coming. I just got to get the proper equipment to do so, because I need the quality to be right there where it needs to be. Not just visually, but, you know, audio wise. And just look forward to that. It's going to take some time for me to get to it, especially with the holidays coming in and flying in and out and family and, you know, having fun eating food and all of that. But I'm definitely looking forward to 2024. Definitely going to be hyped for Fab. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Ghetto Gamer. Love.